rubber-faced clown, star of movies like Dumb and Dumber, The Grinch. But wait till you see this, the real Jim Carrey.
I wanted to focus in on what I believe because I want to give the world the real thing.
I think everybody who's famous feels lonely. Fame is a very bizarre thing. You can't understand unless you get it. You can want to walk on the moon all you want when you're a little kid, but then when you go there, you got to have a suit and you got to have air pump in and everything like that. It's no place to live.
You have such an incredible talent for physical comedy. Where did that come from?
Desperation.
Desperation?
He's the actor and comedian we all love. From outrageous slapstick comedy in Ace Ventura to his lifelike depiction of Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey provides something that everyone can resonate with. Although he may seem like a carefree, larger-than-life comedian, there's a deeper side to Jim that is profound and unexpected, particularly his motivation behind acting.
I act because I'm broken in a lot of pieces, and acting gives me a chance to reconfigure those pieces into 1,000 different things that are positive for people to watch. Every trauma, and I could, build a ladder to the stars with the things that have happened or the things that I've had to endure, but they've all turned into something really creative. The worst injury I've ever had, I went to the art studio and I made a painting. And I sat there and I went, I wish people could be here to see what that process is, what happens to an artist when they get hurt. They don't try to lash out most of the time. They try to turn it into a bouquet of flowers. That's what I want to do.
Expressing the struggles in one's life through art can be both powerful and therapeutic. Jim explains that artists use this tactic to combat both physical and mental anguish. Similarly, audiences can help process their own pain by consuming this art. However, artists can only produce these impactful pieces by being their true, authentic selves in the process.
I've only ever been disappointed when I wasn't authentic, when I had reached for something that was not based in some authenticity, even if it's a wildly animated character.
What did that
look like? If it isn't based in some sort of reality, that's when I feel really uncomfortable, when I'm on a track that isn't authentic. I've never been disappointed, ever, with authenticity. Right. And I was really frightened about it, until a few years ago when I started kind of sharing how I feel about things and my truth, and there was a voice telling me that if I actually didn't score, if I didn't hit a funny line every at least 30 seconds, they would think I was pompous, and they would turn against me and say, "Who the f do you think you are?" And I've never had that reaction, ever.
It's clear that Jim holds authenticity close to his heart,
What I'm good
in
at.
both everyday life and his performances. Jim's characters are so unique that most would consider him irreplaceable. Perhaps that's because he lets these roles find him, rather than searching for them.
But the performance is love. It's a dance for me. And I loved actors who employed every bit of their instrument. I don't believe that any actor can really do a part unless that part finds them. You don't find parts, they find you when you're ready to do them and when you're informed and you have those feelings. These parts find me when I'm ready,
This philosophy has made him a household name and granted him a lifetime of fame. Though that may not be a positive thing, Jim explains that much of the information published about him is misconstrued or completely false.
All of a sudden you were the biggest movie star in the world, and your paychecks and all of it were public. And I imagine getting out of a car, it was being swarmed with
And 90%
people.
myth as well. So that's a tough thing to deal with.
What does that feel like?
People
What is it?
create your life.
Yeah?
They take elements that are true and they put it in an article so the article looks legit, and yet there's so much of the article that isn't true. So that's something to kind of teach you that, hey, you know what? In order to go forward, I have to let go of what this creation is. And I ultimately found that even the me I created wasn't real. So that left me in an odd, precarious situation. And I've been writing and creating about that for a very long time. Many of the things I do have to do with the disappointment of creating a winning personality in the world. And then eventually, you know, for your own sanity and freedom, letting it go, you know.
Letting go has not only given Jim the strength to navigate through fame, but also stay true to himself.
If you had a day where nobody would recognize you,
I don't think I'd be that different, honestly. I operate, I dropped the whole trying to be something for somebody a long time ago. So I pretty much walk through the world, except when I want to be funny or I want to do something outrageous, you know, kind of tip the boat. You know, I don't have any trouble being myself, and I don't have any trouble saying no when I mean no. When, I don't feel there is a, you know, pressing responsibility to please everyone. I'm not unkind to people.
No.
I love people. I would much prefer saying hello and who are you and what are you doing today than giving a selfie, because selfies stop the world. You know, they stop life. You then go like that, and it's going on Instagram to give people a false sense of relevance, and that's something I have to kind of live with. It's, you know, nothing to do with the person that comes up, because they're programmed to react to celebrity that way.
This programming Jim describes can be interpreted as a longing for relevance. One of the main places people search for this relevance is through social media.
The idea that there is something beyond this invention we make of ourselves, and how the whole world is kind of geared now, it seems like anyway, since social media begs you to push their subscriber button, everybody is looking for their special place, their sense of relevance in the world. But not just normal relevance, a relevance that lasts beyond the grave, perhaps to the end of the entire program.
It seems as though the only way to fulfill this sense of relevance is to let go. Just as Jim found to do in order to navigate fame, in a way, this can be contradictory. The answer for both people searching for relevance and for those who have found it is the same. One can do this by living in the present moment.
Be in the moment and like live now, because this is all there is, and enjoy now like a child, and be your authentic self.